Another necessary component for a color management system is a color engine. This is a piece of software that actually performs the conversions and some other functions of color management. You may have heard the term CMM, which stands for Color Management Module. It's the engine at the center of an ICC-based color management system. You can say either color engine or CMM. They're the same thing. Previously, I described what a profile is and used a display profile containing a rather small amount of information as an example. Just the measurements for the primaries and their tone response curve. That's it. We know from a previous movie that there are 16.7 million combinations in 8-bit per channel RGB. Each one has a corresponding XYZ value defined by that profile. How is this possible? A profile doesn't need to contain an entry for every possible combination of RGB or CMYK numbers, just a sampling of them. Besides, if you can imagine a single profile containing 16.7 million entries correlating every RGB combination with its lab equivalent, or 4.3 billion entries correlating every CMYK combination with its lab equivalent, these would be huge profiles. It's neither necessary nor practical. It's the job of the CMM, in part, to perform interpolation between the data points in the profile. Another function is that it's responsible for actually performing the computations needed when converting RGB and CMYK values. Another job of the CMM is to convert between XYZ and lab. Most display profiles are built using XYZ, and everything else is built using lab. The CMM, or engine, is a little obscure, but it's really what does all the work. Adobe calls their CMM the Adobe Color Engine, or ACE for short. Yes, some people do say ACE. Apple has the Apple CMM. Microsoft originally licensed their CMM from Linotype Hell, and it's called the Linocolor CMM. Various vendors of prepress equipment and proofing systems have licensed the Logo CMM from Greytag Macbeth, who were purchased by X-Rite in 2006. The differences between these engines are generally pretty subtle, unless of course you happen to trigger a bug. For the most part, you probably won't need to directly interact with CMM. Okay, it's getting a lot more clear now how color management works, but what do we do about these out-of-gamut colors? What happens to them during conversion? Color management offers us rendering intents, and they're the feature of the next movie.